Crystals do not change your life by magic alone. They work because of conscious interaction. When crystals are combined with affirmations, intention, and awareness, they become powerful tools for mental focus, emotional alignment, and energetic conditioning. To understand how to truly use crystals with affirmations, we must first clear one misunderstanding. Crystals are not here to do the work for you. They are amplifiers. They reflect, store, and stabilize the frequency you repeatedly place into them. An affirmation, on the other hand, is not just a sentence. It is a repeated instruction to the subconscious mind. When spoken with feeling, belief, and consistency, affirmations reshape perception, emotional response, and decision-making patterns. When these two are used together correctly, the crystal acts like a tuning fork, and your affirmation becomes the signal. But this only works when three foundations are present: awareness, consistency, and emotional sincerity. Let us start with the most important rule. Never choose a crystal randomly. Every crystal has a dominant energetic pattern, formed by its molecular structure, mineral composition, and natural formation process. This pattern interacts with your nervous system and emotional state subtly, not mystically, but biologically and psychologically. For example, clear quartz is a neutral amplifier. It does not decide what you manifest. It strengthens whatever intention you repeatedly impress upon it. Rose quartz supports emotional regulation, self-compassion, and relational openness. It does not bring love from the outside. It trains your internal emotional state to feel safer, softer, and more receptive. Citron supports confidence, motivation, and mental clarity around goals. It does not create money. It conditions optimism, action-oriented thinking, and opportunity recognition. So the first step is alignment. Ask yourself, honestly, what emotional state or belief pattern am I working on right now? Not what you want, but what you are becoming. Because affirmations work on identity, not events. Once the crystal is chosen, the next step is preparation. You do not need rituals, incense, moon phases, or complicated ceremonies. What you need is attention. Hold the crystal in your dominant hand. Sit comfortably. Breathe slowly. Let your nervous system settle. This is not symbolic. A calm nervous system is more receptive to suggestion. Now, before saying any affirmation, observe your current inner state. Are you tense? Rushed? Emotionally distracted? If yes, pause. Affirmations spoken in emotional resistance do not reprogram the mind. They create internal conflict. So take a moment. Slow breathing. Long exhales. Relax the jaw. Relax the shoulders. Now comes the most misunderstood part. You do not repeat affirmations to convince reality. You repeat affirmations to condition familiarity. The subconscious accepts what feels familiar, not what sounds positive. This is why affirmations must be simple, present-focused, and emotionally believable. For example, instead of saying, "I am extremely wealthy and successful," say, "I am learning to feel secure with abundance." Instead of, "I am deeply loved by everyone," say, "I allow myself to experience safe and healthy connection." Now, place the crystal near your chest, throat, or in your hand. Not because of chakras, but because proximity increases sensory association. The brain learns through association. When you speak the affirmation, speak slowly. Pause between repetitions. Let the words land. Do not rush to repeat again. After each affirmation, notice what you feel. Not what you expect to feel. What is actually present. Warmth, resistance, neutrality, emotion. All responses are valid. This observation is what creates change. The crystal, over time, becomes a physical anchor. Each time you hold it, your nervous system remembers the emotional state practiced during affirmation. This is how conditioning works. Not instantly, not magically, but progressively. Most people fail because they treat affirmations like wishful thinking, or crystals like decorations. The truth is simpler and deeper. Crystals provide consistency. Affirmations provide direction. Your awareness provides power. And without awareness, nothing works. In the next part, we will go deeper. We will talk about timing, repetition cycles, emotional resistance, and the biggest mistake people make that blocks results completely. But before that, sit with this thought. If repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity creates belief, then what beliefs are you rehearsing daily? Without realizing it, now that you understand the foundation, let us go deeper into what actually creates results. The power is not in how many affirmations you say. The power is in how often the same emotional state is practiced. This is where timing matters. The best time to use crystals with affirmations is when your mind is naturally more suggestible. Early morning, just after waking, or at night, just before sleep. At these times, the conscious mind is quieter, and the subconscious is more open. You are not fighting logic. You are gently shaping perception. Hold your crystal. Repeat one affirmation only. Not 5. Not 10. 1. Because repetition of many ideas creates confusion. Repetition of one idea creates identity. Say the affirmation slowly. 3 to 5 times only. Then stop. Silence is important. Let the body absorb the suggestion. If emotions arise, do not suppress them. Emotion means the subconscious is responding. Now let us talk about resistance. Resistance is not failure. Resistance is feedback. If your affirmation creates discomfort, doubt, or irritation, it means you are touching a belief that wants to change. Most people make a critical mistake here. They either force the affirmation harder, or they quit completely. Both are wrong. Instead, soften the language. For example, if I trust life completely feels fake, shift to I am learning to trust life, step by step. This keeps the nervous system relaxed, and a relaxed system learns faster. Now about crystal programming. You do not need to charge crystals with rituals. You charge them through consistent emotional imprinting. Each time you affirm while holding the crystal, the object becomes associated with that internal state. Over time, simply touching the crystal reminds your body of calm, confidence, or clarity. This is psychology, not superstition. This is how habits form. This is how anchors work. That is why one crystal used consistently is more powerful than 10 crystals used randomly. Quality over quantity. Always. Now let us address expectations. Affirmations do not bring sudden miracles. They change perception first. And perception changes choices. Choices change behavior. Behavior changes outcomes. This is the real manifestation process. Subtle, natural, stable. If you are looking for instant external change, you will miss the internal shift that actually creates it. And now, the most important truth. Crystals do not create power. They remind you of the power already present. Your awareness is the source. Your attention is the currency. Your consistency is the multiplier. Without awareness, affirmations become empty words. Without consistency, crystals become silent stones. But together, used consciously, they become tools of self-mastery. Not fantasy, not escapism, but responsibility. So before you end this video, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what identity am I reinforcing every day? What inner dialogue am I repeating without questioning? And what would happen if I chose, consciously, to practice a better one? If this perspective shifted something inside you, if it made you think deeper than usual, write it in the comments. Your thought might unlock clarity for someone else reading it. And if you want more content like this, raw, grounded, and honest, support the channel, like the video, subscribe, and share this with someone who is ready to work on themselves, not escape reality. Remember this. The crystal is not the power. The affirmation is not the power. You are. And once you realize that, nothing external controls your life again.